What's possibly worse than talking about the newest article today? Oh, I know. Just hearing ex-divorcee, born-again Christian Melanie Mack rabbit on about why she is the gatekeeper of what you're allowed to goon at. Because yes, folks, if you're new to this channel today, I am an unabashed, unashamed gooner of the female body. Whether it's in comic book art form, film form, pixelated form, whatever form, I, as a casual, very straight guy, can goon at these things and have a lot of pleasure in just appreciating the female form. But oh no, if you're Melanie Mack, she gets easily offended. Between you and me, she's a bit of a mental case.
Video has been a long time coming. A little over a month ago,
I'll tell you what has been a long time coming. Hang on a minute, I'll just hold that thought for much later on.
Got canceled from the anti-woke side, right? Canceled or cancel attempt. You know, it is what it is. I lost a lot of followers here on YouTube and on X because
you said something really dumb and really stupid?
I said I do not want perversion in video games. And that includes that of the straight variety. Right?
God. The more this woman opens her mouth, the more... I don't want to shoot myself because I value my life at the moment, but honestly, drivel is all that comes out of this woman's mouth. The old school Melanie Mack, which used to be a sprightly, happy-go-lucky presenter for GameStop videos, I liked her. That was the pure version of Ms. Mack back in the day. Now, she likes, I mean, from a woman who likes to talk about perversions in video games, she sure hasn't got a problem showing off a lot of flesh in this video or even in her thumbnails. Rules for her, but not for thee, right? But on today's video, folks, we have got to talk about this absolute absurd story that I didn't do a reaction for last week, but I felt it's relevant to talk about today because the guy behind Lords of the Fallen, the 2 games that have been out so far, made a really funny statement, and it kind of ties in with the story that came out last week. So without further ado, folks, hit the like button, smash that subscribe button, and very soon, in fact sometime this week, there's going to be a join button.
Flashing through the sky, he's a go-go guy. Stronger than a train with a so-so brain. He's fearless, careless, a little too careless.
Approved by 1970s Robert Redford.
I love the smell of ginger in the afternoon. So courtesy of the Fandom Pulse from January the 9th last week, a new trailer for Bandai Namco's Freedom Wars Remastered revealed a character update, namely Type A or Type B body choices. Now, while that last part I just mentioned about the body is not technically true because we're talking about the Type A voice or the Type B voice, it still aligns to the type of body that you're going to choose of the particular character you want to play as. Was that not zany enough for you? Nothing to do with diabetes, because as any non-medical or medical profession would think, are they referring to that life-debilitating illness? Nope, we're talking about polygon characters here, folks. I mean, this is really quite absurd. Funny how Bandai Namco's name is attached to this, because obviously they've had some inner workings with Sweet Baby Inc. So what a big surprise that this is even a thing at the moment. It honestly does get so absolutely unnecessary, and as they quoted here in the article, absolutely eye-rolling. So why don't we go to the remastered trailer and have a look for ourselves. Let's have a look. I have no idea what I'm about to see, so AD 2013.
7 billion. Cameras in London, 4,200,000.
Yep, London sucks.
Cameras in Penultimate, 12,984,450,000. Criminals, 6,326,659,683.
So somewhere around here you're supposed to be the body type, I guess. Where is it?
A few moments later.
The change was first revealed on January the 8th on the game's system trailer as hosted by the mascot of the protagonist's home, which is called Pan-Toppy-T-Con. Oh my god. A blue-hatted, microphone-wielding and speaker system-wearing bear by the name of Percy Proper, essentially serving as a video walkthrough of the updates and improvements, because it's another code slang, folks, for the modern audience. And though Percy himself never brings explicit attention to the fact that during this portion of his presentation, the gameplay capture video shown behind him and his behind reveals that the 8 total voice options available for the accessories are evenly split between, wait for it, Type A and Type B categories. Oh my goodness. Interestingly enough, in the original release, there is no mention of Type A or Type B, but it could have had one for the females called Type Double D voices. But this section of the character creator actually featured 0 references to gender. Can't imagine why, can you? Isn't that awful? So if you're choosing to be a female character, like one of the protagonists here, you can adopt a male voice to her, then it makes her a trans male, doesn't it? Isn't that? Am I not thinking on the right level playing field here, folks? If I'm not, leave a comment or mockery below and let me know. But again, why should you want to buy an updated version of a game that was pretty popular, I guess, on the PlayStation Vita? But what a shocker, it's a PlayStation Vita game, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there it is. 2014 for the PS Vita. PlayStation, known to be ultra woke these days anyway. What a big surprise. If you dare mention Nathan Drake in the offices of Naughty Dog, you're going to be fired, right? That's what's going to happen. So why am I not surprised? Which also does bring me to this amazing mic drop tweet last night from Mack the gentleman behind Lords of the Fallen. Now, he made a statement last week saying that CI Games, the people behind that series, will never inject any DEI or ESG agenda into their games because they want people just to play a fucking video game. So do I. And what does he say here last night? In a medieval fantasy action RPG experience, because I'm guessing that's what they're working on next, what do you prefer to choose between? We will follow the final result. Body type A or B only scores 8.7%. Male or female, 88%. None of the above, 3.4%. Well, I don't know who those morons are, but honestly, just leave the equation, because yeah, when it comes down to choosing what you want to be, it's going to be a male and it's going to be a female. You might have your reasons why you want to choose either of those only 2 genders, folks. But honestly, this was just hilarious. I even made a comment down here saying, I honestly wish CDPR, that's CD Projekt Red, had posted this: must play Lords of the Fallen very soon, which is true because I've actually heard the original game is better than they call it Lords of the Fallen again without calling it number 2, but apparently that sequel is more refined than the original. But from what I've seen of the gameplay of the original, it looks pretty rad-tastic. And something else that is rad-tastic is yours truly. So honestly, guys, that was, I know I'm a bit late in covering this, but considering what's unfolded in the last 24 hours, it's hysterical. And folks, please avoid the cultist, religious, babbly-wabbly fools out there. Not all of them are absolutely that way, of course, but it seems to be this new movement where the people who actually like to preach religion and are supposed to be the anti-woke are now turning against the people who are anti-woke because, oh my God, their thinking goes beyond the playing field where it's okay and acceptable to goon at the lovely assettes of E from Stellar Blade, or maybe Fiona Vindictus defying fate, or in Fiona's case, defying the booty. And I shall say no more on that one. But if I were you, and if you were me, you should perhaps return for the next video, which is going to be a similarly themed one to this particular episode today.